It goes without saying that if you're going to be a student in Monterey, you might want to live as close to campus as possible. If that's the case, you're probably wondering what housing is like in the immediate area. This video should give you a quick preview. As a disclaimer, be aware that this content is being captured in July of 2013, and it's geared towards students moving to the Monterey region who have never lived in the area before and are going to attend the Monterey Institute of International Studies, which I will abbreviate as MISS, or the Institute from here on. The short answer, which I myself hadn't really realized until I started to put this video together, is that the landscape can change rapidly depending on which direction you move away from MISS. In order to make this video, what I did was look up on Craigslist where apartments were being advertised and then did a video tour of those particular areas. For the next few minutes, we'll cover the immediate streets around the Institute, the southern hills, and the eastern beach houses. I'll start with the streets right around MISS. If you want to be an easy walking distance of everywhere, this is your best bet. The same general trend continues to the west and north of the Institute, but your walk time will be slightly longer. You'll also notice that the elevation changes significantly as you get further away, so you'll find yourself walking or biking uphill at some point. For reference, it is a little over a 10-minute walk to the Institute from the corner of Cedar Street and West Franklin Street. The main problem you'll face when looking for housing in this area is that every other potential student is going to have the same idea. Basically, if a good location is posted on Craigslist on a Tuesday, it will probably be rented by Thursday. Don't be tempted to rent unseen, however. As your student service office will tell you, you definitely want to visit a location before you rent it, and be sure to check with them about blacklisted landlords. To the east of El Estero Park and north of Monterey Peninsula College is another common location for student housing, 1st through 10th Street. This seems to attract a somewhat younger crowd than other locations in the area, likely due to its proximity to MPC. It is also very close to the Naval Institute and military housing. For reference, it will take you around 25 minutes to walk to the Institute from the corner of 10th Street and Sloat Avenue. Most parking in these areas is going to be on-street, driveway only, or a carport, but traditional garages are not uncommon for larger buildings. A lot of housing in this area seems to be in the 2 to 4 bedroom style, and studio spaces are hard to come by since they are in such high demand. Finally, we'll look at the steep hills to the south of MISS. When I say steep, I'm really not kidding. There are some roads that are sharper than a 45-degree angle. This is by far the most rural area within walking distance, and Pacific Street will take you straight up to the Institute. For reference, it takes roughly 20 minutes to walk to the Institute from the corner of Soledad Drive and Pacific Street, but be prepared for a workout in at least one direction. As a general rule, don't expect to find a landlord who will rent out a single room of a 3-bedroom house to an individual for 1/3 of the rent. They want all 3 rooms filled and the full rent paid each month. Additionally, you're unlikely to find internet or gas and electric included in your monthly rent, so add around another $100 to whatever the monthly rent they quote you. And finally, a lot of the property management companies require a $25 application fee. They do this to discourage fly-by applications from people who don't really mean to apply for the apartment. Hopefully, this brief introduction has given you a window to the Monterey housing options, so that when you see an opening, you will know what the surrounding area is like and if it's a good fit for you.